Hello, my sugar cubes! I'm gonna tell you the story of my IC as I draw her. Kimi is a 13-year-old from Harajuku, Japan. Her parents often work overseas, but she still maintains a good relationship with them. She's a magical girl, and she isn't human. She's what's called a starling. Her hair can glow, and she's able to hold stars. She also glows when she's feeling extremely strong emotions, but she often tries to hide it as she's afraid of what others would think of her. She hasn't yet found her magical girl tribe, but she does have some friends in her class. She's autistic like me, and she's really clingy and can struggle with learning certain topics. She really likes melon pan and taro boba, which is why it was really good when I got this. She's also a real fan of things which are strawberry flavored, and she's got an allergy to something which is in chocolate and only chocolate. She hasn't yet found her magical girl team, but there is a girl in her class who she's really close with and hopes is in her group, as no other magical girls have awakened, and she's been alone and she really doesn't want to still be alone. She might struggle with relationships, but she really wants to have a group. Outside of her school uniform, she's a decor fashionista. She really enjoys karaoke, so she often wears that, and as her school allows accessories, she's always wearing at least 2 hair clips. And she's always got that star one. In fact, it's so important to her that her class immediately knows something bad happened when she doesn't have it. And it kind of becomes a school-wide panic because she's so happy-go-lucky in their eyes. The reason it's so important to her is because it's a real star. The star which she first grants, the star in which she realized she wasn't human, which she treasures because it helped her a bit with identity, because she knew she was adopted for the longest time, but she never knew where she was from, where she was. She wanted to know about why she ended up in her parents' home, and she learned that through the star. It's known to be important to her because she learned more about herself from finding that star which fell from the sky into her hands. Due to the fear of being bullied because of that, she told her class that it was a gift from her biological parents before she was adopted. That's all she has of them. Her class believes her as there's no evidence otherwise. She is known for being really clumsy. And I'm not just saying clumsy as in she trips over her own feet. I mean clumsy as in she trips over her own feet into a pile of wet concrete, then she has to clean herself off and look for things which she dropped into it. And then she has to run into a store to get something to eat because she dropped the food she made herself into the cement and it couldn't be saved. That's why it's common to see her coming into class with things like boba, a melon pan, strawberry milk, just having anything edible. Especially late, because it takes a while for her to clean off her uniform because it's got that funny little transparent frilly bit under the skirt. And the tie needs to be done in a certain way, and not to mention just the shapes of the clothing need to be put on right, otherwise it's not as much as a uniform as it is a costume. Although it may be hard to believe, she doesn't have a part-time job. In fact, she's actually just paid by the townspeople for saving the entire city because, she just saved about 50 lives, so I'm pretty sure it makes sense that she's at least awarded in some way. And considering she's a teenager, they just give her a bit of money because, why on earth would you give some flowers to a teenage girl who's probably still in school? I might need to get new uniforms and stuff, considering that no good parent would knowingly let their child, save the whole world and put their life at risk constantly. Now I'm gonna provide some answers to questions which I know you're gonna ask before you ask them. Why does no one question her glowing hair? Because she manages to make a good enough excuse that people don't question. What is that excuse? It's, oh, the shampoo I use claims it makes your hair glow. It must have been more literal than I thought. How could she hold stars if they're just balls of gas? Because in this world, they are star-shaped, glowy things. How is that her uniform? I just decided to make her uniform look fun. Is she like super popular and a princess and blah blah blah? No. She's afraid of being bullied. What makes you think that someone super popular will get bullied? And also, she's not a princess. She's just the only star. She's just the only known starling. And no, there are no royal starlings that I'm aware of. And are you accusing her of being a Mary Sue just because she has a happy life? I don't want to give all Mary Sue's trauma. Is that a problem to you? Does she have trauma? No, I just said she doesn't have trauma. I just said I didn't want to give all Mary Sue's trauma. She just doesn't want to be bullied. She's a hero who may or may not have gotten hurt from some fights, but an injury doesn't equal trauma. People need to get to know the differences. And anyway, trauma isn't something healthy to be romanticizing. Ugh. What's her favorite color? Neon pink. Why taro bubble tea? Why not another flavor? Because taro is her favorite flavor. Why does the school get into a panic when her hair clip is missing? Don't want to see this ball of joy cry. Bullies don't go into a panic because they're bullies, but the rest of the school are decent people who don't want to see this happy-go-lucky girl cry, especially in a world where there's magical girls and cosmic threats, which is why they think that the fact that it's star-shaped and the fact that some of the enemies which their magical girl fights happen to have dominion over the things she uses, such as stars. They get panicked that there was some sort of catalyst put in there which would end up causing a bunch of trouble. Is the star a catalyst for something? No, it is not. How is this your IC? One of my friends has this IC in school. Hey, if you know me IRL, it is me. Just don't comment my IRL name. I do not want everyone to know. What is her hobbies outside of school? She does enjoy cooking and baking. She also kind of likes roller skating. That's how she gets about more often than not. How could she hide her glowing skin but not her glowing hair? She can't hide her glowing hair because it's literally the DNA of her hair for it to glow. However, her skin glowing DNA actually comes from relation of emotions, which ends up being something which you can control a bit more, so yeah. Does she have a last name? That is the one thing I need to completely figure out before I can even completely tell you her name. Are you gonna do a story of her? Plan to. That's it for the voiceover. I'm gonna play some music now. Bye! Mwah. 「 cut to the library, I realized I should address some more questions. Why are you having those break bits? I was getting these strange errors, so they were dealt with. I just couldn't record much because I had to deal with the errors. What's with that seal? The seal is trying his best to block the ads which are on the top of the program I use. Yes, I use IPS Paint, and I cannot afford the Pro. Why does she have that band-aid on her face? She got a bit of a scratch, and she often wears that kind of thing because it's cute. So it was just for both fashion and to help a cut heal. Okay, back to the music. Chill. That's mwah in Japanese. 最上級の可愛いに囲まれたら明日もきっと幸せ最高潮にテンションが上がる魔法弾むハートはね耐えられない最強なんだ可愛いのに見つければ自信をくれるきっかけ最高なんだ可愛いはいつでもほら私の味方でいてくれるよあなたの決めた可愛い何個が受けないの君はねいつも私だからそれが可愛いの聖域髪の毛くるんと巻いていこうハートもくるんと丸くしよういつもよりニコニコなのは You know what, so now I'm gonna stop making this video at my actual speed, otherwise it'll be way too long. Bye! 'Cause I'd like to be you.